Hey, hi, Ophiuchus. Welcome back, you guys. All right, so before I jump too deep into this, let me just mention first, don't miss out on your chance to participate in this year's Christmas party. I always host one every year for my subscribers, and right there in the description box, you're going to find that there is a free link that you can click on that'll take you to a video where I've listed out everything, all the prizes I'm giving away, and you enter to win there. And then I'll see you guys on December 21st, or excuse me, December 1st. To list all the prize winners, and then also we'll do some free reads and everything. So that's coming right up, but you still have a little bit of time to watch the video and see which prizes you want to enter to win. And so I just want to make sure I give you guys that reminder. All right, here we go. Go the distance, card number 47. So we've got like a message of encouragement for Ophiuchus. This feels like they are already, hey, Kung Fu Panda, good to see you. It looks like they are already well on their way. Ophiuchus is even maybe coming into the home stretch on something. I know it still looks like we're kind of out in the middle of the Sahara Desert, but we got this animal that is very well equipped to be out in the desert. And so whatever the situation is for Ophiuchus, this marathon is just right for them. They got this. They can do this. They're going to make it. The fact that it says go the distance, though, I feel like whatever this is that Ophiuchus is doing, it's huge. I mean, it's going to be possibly life changing. It could be like a personal goal that they're going to go ahead and achieve. But the big thing is, it's worth it. It's worth it. It may not be for anyone else but themselves. Action of Swords. We see a flag in both of these, by the way. The first is like I'm sure there's a name for that specific flag. I always think of it as, like a flag that they wave for the racers, race car drivers. Please tell me if there's a specific name for that flag. Starting flag, I don't know. It's a black and white checked. And then we have, again, with that action of swords, this is fast also, but this is our knight of swords, and they are racing to the top of the mountain, almost like I'm going to be the one to grab that flag. Like there's a prize that's going to be won. In both of these, I see it as a prize, and it's Ophiuchus who's going to win the prize. Ophiuchus is the one who's going to get there first. They've got what it takes. And the prize could be like a job. The prize could, maybe this is an athlete that we're talking about. Maybe this is somebody who, really wants to be seen or known for whatever their particular skill set is. Whatever it is, they're going to win it. And it's really cool because they're coming up out of the mist. So this could be like the dark horse. This could be the person nobody would have expected to just suddenly like skyrocket. Let me put it this way. Ophiuchus, their performance right now is very impressive. The speed, the accuracy, the intensity. What I would say about this story is Ophiuchus is in the zone, as they say. And this could be the zone, that mental headspace of, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the one, and I know it, and they know it. Somebody knows Ophiuchus has got this, or maybe it's just Ophiuchus, but they are coming up into the winning position. So what is this about? What is it that they're going to win? Very exciting. Jojo, thank you very much. So it is just called the checkered flag. Okay. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Sun, and the Hermit. Well, that's interesting because it almost looks like this is kind of a personal pursuit on one hand, but it's a little bit more than that. So a personal pursuit to find peace and harmony, but part of that is, I do think that Ophiuchus is like revealing or pointing out the fact that someone is not on the up and up. And that alone is going to be very, it's like Ophiuchus is going to point out a truth without compromising themselves. They're going to point out a truth, which is someone could have been cheating to try to gain success. Ophiuchus is doing it fair and square, but they're going to wind up winning, and they're going to be able to feel really good about themselves because they're like, I don't need to cheat to win. I don't need to cheat to make a name for myself. Someone else I know is not doing it right, but I'm going to go the distance and I'm going to be just as successful or more so, but I'm going to do it fair and square. And it's like, as a byproduct of all that, I can hold my head up. This is my personal journey. It doesn't really matter that other people cheat on their journeys, but people will notice the difference between what I do versus what someone else does. And I think this could be like, let's say it's in the workplace. Um, and it could be anything in the workplace. It could be a big task or a small task. It could be, someone who's like in a competitive sales job or something. And I think Ophiuchus is like, you know what? The fact that I can see other people are using less than honorable methods to try to do as well as I'm doing tells me this is tough, but it also tells me I'm the real deal. This is giving me more confidence. I got this, I'm doing really well. I am really successful. I can see where I'm going. I can see where other people's like lack is, and I don't have those same, elements of lack in me. I'm able to do this. I feel like if anything, Ophiuchus is more committed to this than ever. They see the light at the top of the stairs. They are enjoying this journey now more than they were before. They're more at peace with it. Even though this is tough, even though this is difficult, they're still proud of themselves for recognizing that they've got what it really takes. They've really got the skill set to make this work. And so I think that this is a character who has a lot of pride in what they're accomplishing, but it's also a character who does not cheat their way to the top. And that fills them with a sense of confidence. Instead of being frustrated that somebody else is cheating, they're like, honestly, if they have to cheat to try to even keep up with me, damn, that means I can outpace them like crazy. That means I'm in way better condition than I thought I was. I'm super proud of myself. And this could be somebody who's, maybe it's in, school or something, or, somebody's taking a class or they're getting trained in some career path and they're noticing that someone else is cheating in order to keep up with them. That says really a lot about Ophiuchus's like abilities and prowess. They're very competent. And I think that feels really, really good to this character. They know that they got it going on. Let me go this route next. These Ophiuchus reads are always so fun because they're so different than any others. Tell me about the Hermit there. We got the Ace of Swords. On one hand, I'm just going to say the first thing that I saw when I looked at this is Ophiuchus knows I don't need anybody's assistance. I could do this with my hands tied. I can be a one-man act, a one-woman show. I got this. I know it. I just landed at the top. I realize I did win this. I realize I can do this all by myself. This could be about a career. This could be about their intellect. This could be someone who, sometimes in life we go, oh, I'm probably not that smart. I'm sure there's other people more qualified than me. This could be a moment where Ophiuchus is like finding themselves, like working side by side with the supposed like experts, and they're realizing I can do better. Like I can do everything the experts can do, and I can actually outpace them simply because I have interest and I learned this and I'm paying attention. Knowledge and intellect and all those things, everyone has equal capacity to gain knowledge about anything. I mean, some of the world's greatest and most contributing scientists on this earth were just laymen, who just paid attention to things. Those were our first scientists, were people that watched and contemplated and wrote stuff down. And then one day we started calling them scientists. And then pretty soon it was like, well, they have to be called the experts now. And it's like anybody who's aware, alert, and paying attention and dedicating themselves can gain all the same information, right? That's what Ophiuchus, I think, is realizing is I can do this. I don't have to feel inferior to anybody because I'm not. and I could do this better, and maybe I can do this alone. I don't need their help. This could be a Fucus is going to open up their own career path, their own business, their own something. They are holding back their plans, and they are making a big change. There's a big change coming up. I'm going to say, okay, this just popped in my head, so I'll say it. This could be like a Fucus has been working for somebody else and they wanted to become like the best. Let's say this is in a hair salon, and this is somebody who's like, I am going to really make a name for myself at this salon as being a really, sought after hairdresser. I know I've got skills. I know I can do some pretty amazing things. And they pull it off like really swiftly. And pretty soon they're like, I don't need to work for someone else's salon. My name will take me places on my own. I can become the name in this. And I know I can do it. I'm not going to sass around and tell everybody that, but I'm making plans to do this. I'm probably going to leave this place, and I'm probably going to go and pursue everything under my own name. Maybe I'm going to go be the hairstylist to the stars, Maybe I'm going to work in Hollywood. Maybe I'm going to, really take my talents far and wide because I just learned I've got what it takes. That's what I see here. I'm seeing somebody who is excelling way beyond, like I'll say they're punching above their weight limit. Okay, that's what this Fucus is doing, and they're now aware of it, and they're making plans to go ahead and take their skill set and not work for somebody else or not let someone else put their name on their talents. A Fucus is like, I don't need somebody putting their name on my talent. This is my stuff. The Hermit, I can do this myself. I can do this. We got the Wheel of Fortune sideways and we got the World upright. They're definitely going to be making some changes. Maybe not this year since the wheel is sideways. It's like, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm not going to change anything just yet. I'm going to wait for the perfect timing. But the perfect timing is coming, and it might be in the new year. It's there's something here about our character says, one of the other reasons I'm prudent and one of the other reasons I do well is because I know how to read a room. I know how to read the economy. I know how to read my skill set. I know how to read when the time is right. I don't make foolish decisions because I already have recognized I got a head for business, or I've got a skill set and I combine it with my intelligence, and that's why I don't make foolish choices. I weigh things, I measure things, and when the time is right, I will have put a lot of other things into motion already for this plan. If you're planning to take a major trip, do you just suddenly wake up one morning and go, I think I'm going to go to Jamaica? I guess if you were totally independently wealthy, you might be able to pull that off, but most of us don't live that blessed of a life, right? So instead, this person doesn't just randomly wake up one morning and just say, I'm going to do this, and they just go for it. They are laying a foundation already. If they're going to go to Jamaica, they're going to start planning it now. They're going to start making, like putting the money aside, checking flight prices, looking into what weather is the best time to go, blah, blah, blah. They'll do the research, they'll lay the foundation, they'll put the money aside, and when the time is right, off they go. I feel like this is a character who is, I think they're going to go and they're going to make it really big. They're going to be very successful, and it's not going to be success that somebody else gets to absorb and put their label on a Fucus's, talents and work. I think a Fucus gets to do all this on their own and become very successful, but it's also because they don't go off. They're not full of themselves. They don't overstate their skill set. They push themselves. Remember, it says go the distance. This is a character who says, I know that there's a lot that I could learn from working under others first. I know that when you push yourself and you pit yourself against other, like colleagues and competitors, you get to learn also. You learn from their mistakes, you learn from yours. you become faster, stronger, better. An athlete trains against resistance for a reason. They want to build muscle mass, build coordination, build flexibility. So this Ophiuchus wasn't looking for the quick route to success. They said, I'm going to do the hard work like a real athlete does. I'm going to go against resistance. I'm going to work for somebody else. I'm going to probably get paid way too little and work way too hard and try to build something and gain all the skills I can. And then when I feel like I can do this, I don't need any more resistance training. Now I want to go out and do my own thing. Now it's time for me to perform. Now it's time for me to really get out there and do what I've trained myself to do. That's the way I would look at this. And this whole thing could just be, not just, but this whole storyline could have been about an athlete preparing themselves. It's the mentality. I'll say it's the same mentality that an athlete would have that this kind of a successful person has. Really exciting story. Oh, I just love the Ophiuchus reads. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the channel, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, Martina, good to see you, beauty. I saw your message earlier, too. It's always great to see you, hon. Faye the Cosmic Love, hello, hello. I'm delighted you caught us live tonight. Hi, Eskar. Always a delight to see you, sweetheart, and thank you again for all your generosity. All right, you guys, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.